August can feel like the month when the garden clock suddenly gets loud. But one bad choice can cost you seeds, potting mix, water, and the last open space on your balcony. So let's start with 3 crops that can all sound quick on paper. Radish may be a plant now candidate. Baby lettuce may need to wait for cooler. Baby turnip may fit only if the target is a small, immature root instead of a full-size harvest. 3 crops, 3 different answers. That is the problem with using one August list or one packet number as the whole plan. A label that says 30 days does not tell us everything. We still need to know when that count begins, what harvest stage it describes, whether the seed can establish in the current weather, and whether the crop has enough useful growing time left. This episode will run 7 familiar container crops through one practical check: radish, baby lettuce, arugula, mustard or mizuna, baby spinach, green onion, and baby turnip. These are not 7 universal August recommendations. They are 7 worked examples. Some may earn plant now. Some may need wait for cooler. Some may make sense only as a baby or immature harvest. Protection or transplanting may help in a specific situation. The check is simple in structure, but it is not a magic formula. First, identify the local limit. That may be a hard freeze, strong August heat, or the point when late season growth slows too much. Then choose the target harvest stage. Check what the maturity number is actually counting from. Add establishment, possible seasonal slowdown, pot fit, weather match, and some planning margin. There is no one universal buffer that works for every crop and climate. The packet number is not the whole clock. A maturity number is useful, but only when we know where the clock starts and what finish line it is measuring. Imagine a race timer that begins before one runner leaves home, but starts for another runner only after they reach the track. The times may both be accurate, yet comparing them without checking the starting point would be misleading. Crop timing can work the same way. For one crop, the stated time may begin when the seed is sown directly into the container. For another, the count may begin after a young plant is transplanted. That difference matters. If we treat every number as though it starts today, we can accidentally remove part of the real growing process from the calendar. So before using a packet number, check the crop, cultivar, vendor, and starting route. Write down one simple sentence: the count starts from blank. If the source does not make that clear, treat the number as incomplete guidance rather than a promise. Then check the finish line. A baby leaf, an immature root, a scallion, and a fully mature crop are not the same harvest. They may come from the same plant, but they solve different problems and follow different timelines. Baby lettuce is a good example. The supplied guidance supports roughly 30 to 40 days from seed for baby leaves. That does not mean every lettuce will form a full head in the same period. If our real goal is a bowl of young leaves, that timing may be useful. If our goal is a large head, we need different evidence and more room in the calendar. The same distinction matters with turnips. A small, immature root may be a reasonable target when the remaining window is tight. That does not allow us to promise full-size turnips on the same schedule. Green onion creates another useful contrast. A scallion stage harvest can fit a different window from a mature bulb onion. Calling both of them onions does not make their finish lines identical. This gives us the first practical checkpoint in the system. Before choosing a crop, fill in 2 blanks. The count starts from blank. My target harvest is blank. Now return to the 3 crops from the opening. Radish may still qualify as plant now. Lettuce may qualify only for baby leaves and may still need cooler weather. Turnip may qualify only as a baby or immature harvest. The crop name stayed the same. The finish lines changed. And once the starting line and finish line are clear, we can ask the next question. What local condition could close the usable window before the crop gets there? Find the deadline that actually matters. Once we know the starting line and the harvest target, we still need the right deadline. That deadline is not always the first frost. In a cold, limited climate, the useful question is not simply, when is the first cold night? Light frost, hard freeze, and damaging cold are different conditions. General guidance places frost near 32 to 36 degrees Fahrenheit at the surface, while a hard freeze is closer to 28 degrees or lower. But those numbers are not one universal crop rule. Species, cultivar, exposure time, moisture, and plant condition all matter. Some of our selected crops, including radish, lettuce, mustard, onion, and turnip, appear in guidance that groups them as able to tolerate light to moderate frost. That does not mean they all respond the same way. It also does not mean they will keep growing fast enough to finish. A plant can stay alive while the useful harvest window is closing. Think of a store that is still open, but the service counter has stopped taking new orders. Survival and completion are not the same thing. In a heat-limited climate, the calendar works differently. Lettuce and spinach may face their biggest problem before cold arrives. Hot August conditions can make establishment difficult, so waiting for cooler weather may be safer than sowing immediately. In some warm areas, heat relief matters more than a frost date. There is also a third limit, seasonal slowdown. As days shorten and temperatures fall, growth may slow. We should not assume a crop will keep moving at the same speed it had in midsummer. So replace the single frost icon on the calendar with the condition that actually limits your crop: damaging cold, persistent heat, or late season slowdown. Now the window has a real ending. The next step is to test whether the crop, target harvest, and container can fit inside it. Build the August finish window filter. Now we can combine the pieces into one practical sequence. Step 1 is the local limit. Name the condition most likely to close the useful window. That may be a hard freeze, persistent heat, or seasonal slowdown. Do not start with the month. Start with the real limit. Step 2 is the target harvest. Are we aiming for baby leaves, an immature root, scallion stage, or full maturity? This decision changes the finish line before any timing number is used. Step 3 is the maturity basis. Check whether the stated time begins at direct sowing, transplanting, or another defined point. A number without a clear starting point is incomplete calendar guidance. Step 4 is establishment and seasonal effect. Seeds need time to germinate, and young plants need time to settle. Later in the season, growth may also slow. We should allow for those effects without inventing one universal penalty. Step 5 is container fit. Check practical depth, drainage, moisture stability, and the size of the harvest target. Some guidance lists lettuce around 4 inches of depth, radish around 4 to 6 inches, and spinach around 8 inches. Another source groups several smaller crops within roughly 4 to 6 inches. Those figures are reference points, not one depth rule for every crop, cultivar, or pot shape. Step 6 is weather match. Compare the crop's heat and cold response with the conditions it will actually face during establishment and growth. Step 7 is planning margin. Add some room beyond the stated maturity time. There is no supplied universal buffer that works for every crop, climate, container, and starting route. Then comes step 8, the decision. Plant now means the target and conditions appear to fit. Wait for cooler means establishment, heat is the immediate problem. Baby or immature harvest means the smaller target fits better than full maturity. Start protected or transplant may be an option when the crop, root, and local conditions support it. Skip means the remaining window is still too tight. Think of this filter like a pre-flight checklist. Completing it does not guarantee a perfect trip, but skipping it makes preventable problems more likely. Most importantly, use the same checklist for every crop. Do not change the rules just to rescue the one you hoped would pass. 7 crops, different answers. Now let's run all 7 crops through the same filter. The goal is not 7 yeses. It is 7 honest decisions. First, radish. Radish is the strongest plant now candidate in this group, but it remains conditional. The supplied guidance places many radishes at roughly 20 to 40 days, with containers around 4 to 6 inches deep. That may fit a short window when the cultivar, current heat, drainage, moisture stability, and local limit cooperate. The label is, plant now if the real window and pot conditions fit. It is not a guaranteed harvest date. Second, baby lettuce. The target is baby leaves, not a full head. The supplied guidance supports roughly 30 to 40 days from seed for baby lettuce, and one source lists about 4 inches of container depth. But hot August conditions can make establishment the immediate problem. The label is, wait for cooler where conditions remain too hot. Then reassess the window. Baby leaf timing cannot be turned into a promise of full heads. Third, arugula. Arugula remains a late summer or fall candidate in the supplied regional guidance. But there is no universal August window, exact heat threshold, or minimum pot depth that applies everywhere. The label is, conditional plant now. Check local timing, current heat, cultivar information, drainage, and moisture stability. Fourth, mustard or mizuna. These mustard family greens offer a flexible young leaf target, and the supplied guidance supports cold tolerance. But cultivar timing must remain general. The label is, conditional plant now for young leaves. Do not promise full-size plants or assume every mustard and mizuna cultivar behaves identically. Fifth, baby spinach. Spinach shows why cold tolerance does not solve every problem. It can tolerate cold after establishment, while hot August conditions may prevent good establishment in the first place. The supplied 45 to 60-day range refers to fuller timing, not a proven baby spinach date. Container guidance also varies. The label is, wait for cooler where heat is the immediate limit, then run the filter again. Cold survival does not guarantee fast enough growth to finish. Sixth, green onion. Green onion may fit a relatively shallow pot and shorter window when the target is scallion stage. The supplied guidance gives roughly 30 to 50 days and about 4 to 6 inches of container depth. The label is, conditional plant now at scallion stage. Do not apply that timing to mature bulb onions. Seventh, baby turnip. The supplied full-size timing is roughly 45 to 70 days. When that does not fit, a baby or immature root may be the more responsible target. But there is no authorized universal baby turnip date or exact baby turnip pot depth. The label is, baby or immature harvest when full size is too tight. If even the smaller target does not fit, choose skip. Now look at the completed board. Some crops pass, some wait, some qualify only at an earlier harvest stage. Those mixed answers are not a weakness. They are the useful result. The real value is not merely knowing 7 crop names. It is knowing why each crop passes, narrows, waits, or fails. Change the target, change the route, or skip. When a crop almost fits, the answer is not always yes or no. Sometimes the useful move is to change the plan. The first option is to change the harvest stage. A full-size crop may not fit the remaining window, while a baby leaf or immature root may still be realistic. But that only works when the earlier stage is supported and clearly labeled. A baby harvest is not a hidden promise of full maturity. The second option is to wait for cooler establishment conditions. This is especially important for heat-sensitive crops such as lettuce and spinach. Waiting may improve establishment, but it also shortens the remaining window, so the filter must be run again before planting. The third option is protection or transplanting. Either may help in a specific crop and climate, but neither is a universal rescue. Transplant timing must stay separate from direct sown timing, and protection does not guarantee completion. The fourth option is to choose a shorter or more flexible crop. If one crop misses the window, that does not mean the container must stay empty. It may mean the original target was wrong for the conditions still available. And the fifth option is skip. Skip is not failure. It is the decision that protects the remaining seeds, water, potting mix, and growing space when the crop still does not fit. Beet gives us a good example of why responsible guides sometimes leave a popular crop out. The supplied research contains conflicting cold response guidance for beet. We are not allowed to select whichever source creates the better story, so beet stays outside the core 7. Cilantro and dill also stay outside the main list because their evidence is thinner here. Cilantro may still be a wait for cooler example, and dill may be mentioned as a boundary case, but neither should quietly replace a locked crop. Think of the filter like an airline luggage check. If the bag does not fit, we can remove something, use another bag, change the trip, or leave it behind. Painting a different number on the scale does not solve the problem. So when a crop fails the first check, change one honest variable: the harvest stage, the planting date, the starting route, or the crop itself. Then run the same filter again. If it still does not fit, skip it with confidence. The Honest August Board. An honest August guide should not force every crop into plant now. Match the harvest target to the time, weather, and container conditions still available. Then plant, wait, change the target, change the route, or skip. Late season gardening is not about finding a magical universal list. It is about making one realistic decision with the season you actually have. In the comments, share your approximate hard freeze or heat relief timing, current daytime heat, container depth, and whether you want a baby or full harvest.